Materialism versus idealism explained with game engines. In every single game engine, there's physics. Coders have to go through these physics in order to figure out how the game functions. And within every single physics, there's glitches, there's laws, there's inevitable conclusions that sometimes the coders don't even recognize will happen. In the capitalist game physics engine, we have many laws of capitalism, the tendency for monopolization, the tendency for the rate of profits to fall, the tendency for finance monopoly to form and do imperialism through the export of capital, the tendency for the reserve army of labor. These are all hard built into the game physics engine of capitalism. A materialist would look at the game physics engine. He would look at the code. He would say, what makes this society tick? A materialist bases his views of the world on the material world around him. Because ultimately, all Marxism and all good materialists recognize that all ideology, and in fact even human consciousness itself, is just a reflection of our material world around us. What is the material world around us? Class society, economies, relations of production, and productive forces. An idealist thinks that the world begins with man's thoughts. And many philosophical trends and many people who are idealists don't even recognize that they're idealist, but their analyses of the world begin with from man's thoughts and go outward. An idealist wouldn't look at the game's code, wouldn't look at the physics. An idealist would look at the game's dialogue to figure out why things are the way they are, the game's storyline to figure out why things are the way they are. But that doesn't explain why Mario can only jump twice instead of 3 times. That doesn't explain why Mario falls every time he hits a certain spot. That doesn't explain why he glitches through a wall unexplainably. And in the same way, an idealist cannot explain why there's still poor people. An idealist cannot explain why there's so many rapid changes within society and rises of fascism seemingly out of nowhere. And their explanations are often lacking. People are stupid, people are bad, people are annoying. A materialist says it's because of economic reasons, it's because of poverty, it's because of the inevitable results of capitalism and how these parties interact. It's an inevitable result of how finance, monopoly, capitalism, and imperialism's laws play out within our current era. For example, Omni C. Sarah said that fascism is colonialism come home. What a beautiful materialist analysis. A liberal says fascism is when a big mean man says mean words and people just become mean. What a shitty analysis. One looked at the game's physics engine and one just read the dialogue.